Alright, so from this point, this is really like one of the most pivotal rounds in the entire game. The last like 6, 7 rounds that happened, or about, yeah, 6 or 7, was basically just Optic and Astralis like swapping off round after round after round. Maybe like 1 or 2 egos there, but a lot of force buys, and then so just like somebody opening pick, and winning the round, and you kind of get into this like 13-12 score line. Like the entire game has been literally like round after round after round of each team swapping off the like having the utility, having the economy advantage, and having like the 45 situation each round, or like really smart strats into like really good reads. So the match has been fantastic all the way through. But this round right here, if you look at the cache, they decided to force buy. They could have saved one more to get full utility everywhere, but it's 13-12 score line where winning this round sets you up to just kind of just like roll into two more or 3 more in order to win it. So they decided to go with the force here, and I'm convinced Astralis thinks that they're on low utility, which they kind of are with some of the players, and so they do this snap rush inside to B, where when people have low utility, holding off the inside push at the very beginning is really hard with no utility, like no smoke and no molly. Well, a lot of the players do have utility for Optic Gaming, but taking that risk and just basically going inside and either banking on the fact they have no utility or you get the trades right away, it's a really good play when it's 13-12 because it's kind of unexpected. And I'll resume it up here and show you what I mean. But the round kind of just falls apart instantly because of the trades inside, and I'm pretty sure the lack of utility here, well, it's not really lack of utility, but the utility used inside isn't up to par, and they have actually won inside at the very beginning because they've been doing these default works. Like I said, most of these rounds have been really close. There hasn't been like a rush in a while, but as you can see, the utility uses just one smoke in the HE, but he gets caught out. Like Stan's always going to get a trade out there in that position, and his support wasn't there fast enough in order to get those players coming down the ramp. So what happens is one molly towards Z, and the kind of Optic gets stuck in. It's like, should we go for it? Should we not? Should we save our guns? Is it worth it? And this is again that pressure I'm talking about, like late into tournaments or like even in big majors. Like it's hard to sometimes see clearly on what you should do. Like right there, I think the play is to save, but since it's in a 4v4 or the 4v5 situation they had, whatever it was, they really need this round. They want to go for it. That kind of takes over, and they kind of try to push through and get punished for it. And this sets up the 13-13 score line. But I really wanted to show this round. There's a lot of rounds before this that are really good as well, but this round, especially when it comes down to just like in a pressured situation where you've done like this default work and you both are trading rounds or after rounds, a rush somewhere is a pretty good play because it keeps them on their toes. You might win the round. You have the advantage currently. If you ever read that the inside player is by himself, or any map when they're by themselves, because like each team's working a default type of work, rushing with 5 or 4 players is really strong.